Hi, Mauricio.
Yes.
I'm not sure it's on, but anyway. These next two games, what does success look like for you? Are you thinking mostly about results? Are you thinking about style or intensity? What do you want to see for these first two games?
I think our first camp is about to know each other, that they know us, but not only players, if not the whole staff. We are nearly 40 people working all together, and to have the capacity to organize and to know each other and to settle the way that we want to work is the most important thing from the beginning. Of course, always soccer is about to compete and to win, because our fans, for sure, they want to win. But in the same time, they need to understand that our first contact with the whole organization and player, we cannot push too much the player. They need to adapt to our news ideas. Of course, that is a global. Today, soccer is global, and they know very well different way to play, philosophy. But I think in the way that we are going to act and the thing that we are going to create, in the way the dynamic that we want to compete, that is the most maybe to get in time. That is why I think we need to give time to the team to adapt to us, and we are so happy because I think in the way that the staff and the player, the will to adapt to our ideas and to adapt and to try to create all together this idea that is going to, to bring us to the World Cup with the possibility to compete in our best. I think they are doing fantastic, staff and players, and only I can say thank you through Michael, and through you, to arrive to the staff and to the player, because we are, I think, so happy with our decision that to come here, because we are enjoying a lot about this time here in Austin. No better place to play soccer and to be tomorrow all together sharing a very nice moment. I think will be amazing. For us, the challenge is to create a team, is to know each other. Also is from today to until the World Cup, of course, official competition like a National Cup or Golden,
Nations League, Gold Cup.
Yes, Gold Cup. The Gold Cup also, they are going to be an objective for us, to win, because it's about to win and win in every single game. But for us, the goal today, first camp, is to know each other and to settle the principle for the future. Sorry, I was too long my answer.
Hi, Mauricio. Paul Tenorio from The Athletic. I wonder how that part of getting to know each other has gone in your first few days, and meeting with different players away from the field and getting to know them, but then also on the field, getting to work up close with them for the first time and see how they work, how they approach the game.
Yes, I think it was good, because I think the first thing that we did when we arrived here Saturday and started the player arrive Sunday late is to meet in an individual way with them, and 25 player that we spend time with them, maybe 10 minutes or half an hour, and I think it was a very good way to know each other, to share ideas, see in the level that they are with different problems from their clubs, players that play maybe a lot, another player that maybe didn't play in the last months. The confidence, of course, one thing that sharing with the 25 is the motivation to be here and to play for the national team. That is amazing, in the way that how they are exciting to come to here. But the important thing is to talk and to know, outside out of the field, because it's an important thing for us, and then to know them. Also on the pitch, to try to discover and to help them to find their best position. Players that maybe we suppose that can play in some place, maybe they are not with the confidence, so high that maybe they prefer to adapt another position on the pitch. Yes, we are here to help them in all this aspect. That is why our next decision in to build our starting 11 for tomorrow, and then again Mexico Tuesday, is going to depend of all these factors that they are going to give the signals, and to, of course, to help them to find the best way to play and perform. That is why we are so focused, rather to talk about the opponent or to talk about Panama, the strengths or the weakness. Is about to talk about us, to try to find our best in an emotional way, and also in the tactics that we want to apply on the pitch.
Doug, to your left.
Hi, Mauricio. Doug
Hello.
McIntyre, Fox Sports. You mentioned the 11 you have to pick. How do you go about picking the lineup for tomorrow? Is it based on the performances in this camp? Is it, what the team has looked like in the past? And you have another match in 72 hours in Mexico. How will that factor into the decision you make?
Yeah,
then?
football is so dynamic, and we need to adapt every single day, because sometimes appear like a situation like Marlon that you saw that is not going to be available. Good, no problem. That you didn't see the last few days on the pitch, and if we plan to play with him now, and maybe some another player that maybe we need to help to recover best. They are maybe here or suffer some thing that maybe we cannot use in the next game. I think it's about also because they came for a very tough competition, Europe or different, even here in MLS, players that are involved in Mexico, that is very tough, and in the level that they arrive, always is to pay attention also, not only in performance, but in the possibility for them to perform and be fresh to compete in the best way. Again, a very good team that is going to be Panama and then Mexico in few days.
Henry, to your right.
Hi, Mauricio. Henry Bushnell from Yahoo Sports. Has anything surprised you about this past week? Your first week coaching a national team?
Yes. What surprised me the most, talking about the whole group, when I say whole group, is player, staff player, I think it's an amazing atmosphere. I think in the way that the discipline to work, apply all the way that you want to translate to them. For us, I think it's the easier time that we arrive in a new environment, and we were very welcome, for the whole staff, player, in a fantastic way to work, and yes, we were talking, say, if we are capable to translate to the competition in the way that we work all together, staff plus player plus staff, I think we will, for sure, will compete in our best, and be careful the opponent. I don't say tomorrow, I don't say Tuesday, but I say in the medium, long term, I think we can create a very strong side that is going to be difficult to play against us.
To your left.
Acá, Copán Álvarez de Telemundo. Mauricio, se van a enfrentar a un equipo que está muy reciente, lo que acaba de suceder en Copa América. Fuiste jugador, seguramente sabes la sangre en el ojo que quedó en todo Estados Unidos. Quizás por este oponente estás hoy tú acá. Yo sé que no es una revancha porque es un amistoso y el otro fue una Copa América, pero ¿hay algo de positivo en enfrentarse a Panamá en este primer partido que tiene?
Yo creo que tenemos que, por supuesto que siempre enfrentarnos a equipos como en este caso Panamá, que es un equipo que lo está haciendo muy bien, y de aquí mandarle un gran saludo a Tomás, y que lo veré mañana porque tenemos una muy buena relación, que está haciendo un gran trabajo. Es un equipo que nos viene bien porque nos va a exigir en todos los aspectos del juego, pero para nosotros yo creo que vamos un poco más allá, ¿no? Vamos más allá con el objetivo de algo tan importante como es una Copa del Mundo, de llegar en nuestra mejor condición, y a la vez nosotros siendo nuevos en este medio, con este staff, con estos jugadores, Yo creo que el tema pasa por el conocimiento que tenemos que rápidamente encontrar, en que podamos tener la suerte también de tener los jugadores disponibles en los momentos, en los windows, en las ventanas que tengamos para entrenar, porque ahora, si vemos también, tenemos muchos jugadores que no hemos podido ver aquí, pero creo que en el futuro los vamos a poder tener, hay tiempo suficiente y creo que ese es el objetivo. La gente, los fans tienen que entender que necesitamos también entrenar nuestros fans para que en la Copa del Mundo seamos un equipo con una energía igual y que nuestros jugadores sientan esa extra fuerza, extra energía para poder ser muy competitivos. Por eso es una muy buena oportunidad mañana y lógicamente el miércoles también para competir en un entorno donde no va a ser fácil México y que también nuestros jugadores y muchos jugadores jóvenes que están envueltos hoy van a tener la posibilidad de competir para saber lo que es realmente no solamente jugar en el campo, sino que es jugar y competir, que son dos cosas que tienen que ir de la mano.
Steve, to your right behind Jesus.
I'm Mauricio, Steve
Hello.
Goff from the Washington Post. When you watch Christian Pulisic play, what do you see?
A great player, fantastic player. I think a player that can, I think, is going to help now and in the future to put, the team in a place that we want. I think he's a fantastic player. He's one of the best offensive player in the world.
And his current form with Milan.
He's playing every single game, every single minute. That is also, I think that we are a little bit worried that sometime we need to protect. We'll see, because he arrived a little bit tired from. But that is a thing that I told before, is to build a very good relationship with the club and try to help. And when we really need him, that he need to be informed, happy, strong, and the quality is there because he has an enormous talent. He's a fantastic player.
Ryan, to your left, second row.
Hello.
I'm Mauricio. I think the word that every single player we've talked to this week has said is intensity, and I'm sure that intensity
In
comes
which way
from
intensity?
to describe having played under you in these training sessions and everything that goes with it. I'm sure that comes from two places, and that's what you demand of players and what you ask of them, but also from them being determined to impress you, especially in this first camp, and sort of win their spot. For you, how do you manage that intensity and how do you foster that intensity, and how is it different in this stage where you have them in a limited time versus at the club level where you have to kind of extend it?
Yes, of course. How we manage is yesterday and today we are not going to that intensity that you are talking in a physical condition, no, but the problem is, like you say, I think you are right, is to try to show, to demonstrate, it's always new. I want to make happy, the new coaching staff, the new people. But of course, we are a coaching staff that we demand a lot. I think because we really believe that if you want to compete in your best, I think you need to train, to try to replicate the intensity that is going to demand the competition. In the same time, I think we are a coaching staff that we love to work with the performance area and all the structure that we find here that was fantastic to help us to individualize all the load, because I think it's important in the way. Maybe you didn't have the possibility to see all the training session, but always, we are spending 24 hours trying to find, the best way to manage the player. And sometimes some players need to rest or need to do different job, or in some training session, it's not the full training session, only half. We will manage, and of course tomorrow we want to put on place 11 players that feel fresh and with the possibility to compete in the best and not to take risks, because that is another thing that I wanted to tell you, that we are not going to take risks with our player. Of course, after it's a competition like the World Cup, that is, that all the players want to play. Maybe in this moment, maybe we need, if the player is really important for the team, is to take some risk, because in football, it's not 100% without risk when you compete. But I think today or in this all this day. But intensity is not only physical, if not, it's mental, and the concentration always. When there's a new people arrive, you are more focused, concentrate. Your application is, sometimes even in the boxes that sometimes players want to play and enjoy. Oh, it's a new coach. If I touch the ball in not the right direction, I go too much in. After he's going to see, oh, this guy is not good technically. They want to show that is why you spend more energy here that affect your body. But maybe, that is the reference that maybe some player. But that is good because I think in the high competition, it's about to work really hard. Player that maybe because we receive a percentage of player on the squad that maybe didn't play too much. We need to be responsible also with the clubs, and we need to send them in the same, but not in the worst. But for us, is in a better condition if that is possible, not in worse condition. Sometimes when we were in another side, was like player all in different way, but if the player are right here, and because we don't want to take risk, we don't want to do nothing, and on the end they arrive and they come back fatter than in the way they arrive, or with a condition that is not so good because they don't train too much. I think is the balance is the best way to be responsible, because the club that gave us the possibility to use the player, we need to be very professional with them, and that is also for us important.
Jeff Carlisle with ESPN.
Hello.
Mauricio, it seems like one of the pillars of your preferred style is to play out of the back. And I was wondering, based on what you've seen over the last few days and also looking at some previous games probably, how capable do you think this group is to play out of the back, and how flexible will you need to be in terms of implementing that style?
Yeah, from the beginning, I think the most important is to try to find the best way to build from back, respecting our ideas, but also to build the confidence on the player. I know we were watching all the games, and we know that it's not only a job that to tell them, if not, and then we need to practice. But I think we need to find a way that they feel, comfortable, and start to build the house from, the structure, because it's really important. I think we have amazing talent in front. Of course, that we need to work our offensive phase, but I think first of all is not to concede chances easier, be solid, and to provide the offensive player the possibility to feel free to go forward, because we know very well that after we have a good structure that is going to support, and we are going to dominate and play in the opposite half, and we are going to have more chances than create more possibility to create chances. Yes, we are going to try, respecting our philosophy, but we are a coaching also. The priority always in soccer is to win, and sometimes we need to be clever. Sometimes we cannot play. Sometimes we can play a long pass. That doesn't mean that we play long. Pass is a pass, but in a different distance, And I think it's about to be and to decide, to making decision, thinking in the benefit of the team, being close to win. No, take decision because of the philosophy or the idea, because. People sometimes say, no, that is my philosophy, my idea, and I'm going to die with my idea. No, I want to live, because life is, it's amazing. I want to be clever, and I want to win. I don't want to die. Sometimes we cannot play. Sometimes we need to find different way, to put our player in a comfortable zone, not to in an uncomfortable zone that, to reduce after the confidence to play. We are a team that we have a massive challenge ahead, and all that concept and idea is to translate. That is in the way to find the best way to compete, to be competitive. All the teams that win, like, I don't know, I put Madrid, I put Argentina, even Manchester City. they want to win. They are pragmatic. They want to win. Is going, in say, no, that is my philosophy, it's our philosophy. Yes, and you want to play from back, and the possibility is not, because the characteristics of the player sometimes not allowed to play in the way that you want to play, or in the way that you feel. Also, you need to adapt yourself, your ideas, your philosophy, and because we are coaching the player, we are not coaching ourselves. And we need to be a coaching staff that we coach the team, we coach the player. Because if not, we start to coach ourselves, and then always is to blame the player. We don't want to blame the player. We want to provide all the tools for them to perform, depend of the characteristics of the team in the best way. Always with the objective is to beat the opponent.
Straight ahead.
Carlos Nava, ESPN. Profe, ¿cómo planea encarar la rotación de jugadores para estos dos partidos que tienen únicamente 3-4 días de diferencia entre uno y el otro, incluyendo el de México el martes? ¿Y cuál sería la meta para salir exitoso en esta primera concentración de ustedes después de estos dos juegos?
For me, perdón, en español. Para mí, como lo dije antes, para mí el éxito es haber llegado a un nuevo entorno, a una nueva estructura, y poder conectar rápidamente con 40 personas en staff y con 25 jugadores, y creo que eso es un éxito que para nosotros es algo que era el objetivo principal, que los jugadores nos vieran en nuestro estado natural, y nosotros poder ver a los jugadores en estado natural, ver al staff en estado natural, y que nos vean también en estado natural. Conectar es lo más importante, y eso es algo que para mí ya tiene un éxito grande. Después iremos a competir, a jugar, y que vamos a querer ganar, por supuesto, pero hay muchos condicionantes que hacen que las decisiones del equipo de mañana y el equipo del martes, hay factores que entran en la mesa para tomar cierto tipo de decisiones, y bueno, tomaremos las mejores decisiones pensando en primer lugar para los jugadores, porque el momento de la competición de los jugadores es algo en el que no podemos fallar, no podemos cometer errores de perder jugadores para el futuro, porque jugadores que están envueltos en clubes y jugadores que puedan venir próximamente, y a la vez yo creo que también es una oportunidad, porque hemos visto que hay muchos jugadores lesionados y jugadores que no han podido venir, otros jugadores que están y a lo mejor no puedan competir. También hay posibilidades para jóvenes mostrar y competir, y para que puedan ser contados para el futuro de esta selección.
A la izquierda.
En Spanish.
Buenas, profesor.
Hola.
Miguel Remón, de Deportes RPC de Panamá. Sabemos su buena relación con Thomas Christiansen. ¿Qué ha podido revisar del estilo que ha presentado Panamá en los últimos tiempos? Y adicional, ¿qué tan diferente será esta versión de Estados Unidos a la que se enfrentó Panamá en Copa América en Atlanta, Georgia?
No, yo creo que tenemos que respetar los procesos. Tampoco queremos ser diferentes, queremos poner nuestra impronta en el equipo. Creo que la selección de Estados Unidos ha tenido un grandísimo periodo con Greg Berhalter, muy exitoso, y hay que reconocer todo lo que ha hecho. Lamentablemente en el fútbol también nos ha pasado a nosotros de estar en proyectos, terminar y venir otra gente. Nosotros lo único que queremos es, a partir de ahora, ayudar a los jugadores, staff, a la federación a poder lograr objetivos. Panamá es un equipo atlético, Panamá es un equipo con una identidad muy palpable, donde se ve la impronta de su técnico y de su cuerpo técnico. Es un equipo que transita bien, que recorre bien el campo, transiciones ofensivas, que tiene fortaleza, que también defiende bien bajo, con mucha gente, y es difícil generarles opciones. Yo creo que va a ser un muy bonito partido, competido, con una selección Panamá que está en ascenso, y que todavía yo creo que más allá de que está haciendo grandes partidos y grandes resultados, también tiene mucho futuro por delante con Thomas, que está haciendo un grandísimo trabajo.
Christian, where's the score coming from?
To be honest, I think just from the work I've put in my whole career, I don't think it doesn't like surprise me because I've worked on this my whole life, and I found a good patch here, and I feel really comfortable, and the trust and everything they've given me at the club in Milan is definitely a huge reason for it. But I feel like I've had the ability. So.
How have been these couple of days with the new head coach, Pochettino?
Yeah, it's been great to get to know everyone here, and we've enjoyed it a lot. Coming here in Austin, beautiful place. Training has been a lot of fun, and we're excited to kind of get started here with the games.
Have you seen any big difference comparing with the last way to train, to talk to from the other coaches?
Yeah, I think every coach has a bit of a different style. I think the training has definitely been intense, and even longer trainings, which has been good. I think we need to kind of figure out how exactly we want to play, and he wants to show how he wants to play his style. And it's been good so far.
Pochettino said that you are one of the best players, attacking players in the world. What do you think?
It's nice to hear. For me, I still have a long way to go to reach the top, the very top. I think I'm on a good path, and I want to continue to improve, and that's where I want to be.